Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually very tired, and I almost didn't do the stream, but I remember, like I said on the other video, like this year I'm trying to be very, how should I say, like I'm trying to really do what I say I'm going to do, regardless of what it feels like. So very tired. Usually I wouldn't do anything on Mondays, but I had like a couple unexpected errands to go today, and I was having like issues with my bike and stuff like that. So I ended up having to go around, even though I said I wasn't going to go around. Back on the same story, talking through 10 years of skating. And last, I did this on Friday, I think Thursday or Friday. And I was thinking, like, when I started doing it, it actually was unexpected. Like, I mean, I planned I was going to do it, but all the stuff I had to show you guys, I didn't really go through all of them. So I didn't know it was going to be a lot. So I ended up having to cut it. It's not like I I just wanted to like stretch the video and make another one. I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is actually live. That's my girlfriend. Call it. Yeah, basically I didn't know, like, by when I had got to like exactly 5 years, that was 2020. By when I had got to that time, I realized it was almost midnight and it was getting late, and I wouldn't want like my live stream to run past 1 hour. So I'll try to keep this one also very short. Hopefully you guys can hear me very well, because I honestly didn't watch the other live stream. I'm just doing this straight from off my laptop, so I'm recording like no additional audio, no nothing. Yeah, so let's just get into the last 5 years of how skating has been. This is the beginning of 2020. Yeah, no, this is the end of 2020 from the last video when I said like and I was on the live stream with Ricardo Lino. Yeah, after that live stream, let me just share my Instagram screen so you guys can see. So over here, you guys can see my Instagram, and when you go on my Instagram, like when you go down, the videos start from January 5th, 2021. So that was when I, in January, by the end of 2020, Lino was working with Micro Skates, and at the time he was trying to put a team together. So also he was just starting up with his skate shop in Cape Town, South Africa, which at the time I'd never been to Cape Town before. There was like nothing that looked like I was going to be in Cape Town. And like all of this was just a dream. And my whole dream with skating was like, trying to skate and having the opportunity to skate around the world. Because like I said, I was watching Ricardo Lino and I was watching a lot of past like stuff. So having a dream to skate around the world was really big. And at the time, Lino had started having a skate shop in Cape Town, South Africa. And he was also working with Micro at the time. So the pair of skates he sent me, and then at the time he was also starting with his wheel added skate shop that was back where he came from in Portugal. So I got a lot of, when he sent me the skates, which were Micro skates. This is the old MT Plus, and then he sent me some merch from the shop as well. I think I got a skate, and then he sent me a camera also, but the camera is not in this video. And this is the first one. Actually, there was videos before that, but I deleted all of them because now, like, I got a new pair of skates. Like, this was my second brand new pair of skates, but these were skates that came from like nowhere. I wasn't expecting this, and like there was no initial connections before. So I just felt like, okay, this is the beginning of something. So I deleted all my old videos and I went like, okay, fresh start. Let's try to like copy or take inspiration from like some of the things I saw. So from like Nick Lomax, I watched all his Instagram videos and he was just like posting his past life stuff. There was nothing in between. So I just deleted all my old videos of all the other skates I had before, and then I just started from here. Clean start from micro skates and then wheel addict. And it was my first ever big wheel skates. Before this, I'd never skated any big wheel skates. And then I went from skating 80 mm straight to skating 125 straight before I skated anything in between. So this was January 2021. And then I would be doing this timeline in addition to the skate events I started. So the skate events actually I started in 2019. So if you watch the other video, I said I was teaching skating in Decathlon. As at 2018, I was teaching skating in Decathlon. And then in the same 2018, I think, yeah, we went for a skate event in the western side of the country. And then in 2019, that event wasn't happening. So I had to like start my own skating event. I just thought, because when I went there, I realized like they did the event on the street. They had like permission to block the street, and they did the events on the street. And I just realized like the only thing that made it an event was like the sound system, the canopies, the music in the background, and then just people skating. So I picked the same idea. And then in 2019, I started my own skating events, which that's not up on Instagram. Let's stop sharing this so I can show you guys on Facebook. So when you have DS Roller Sports Academy, this is the skating thing I started outside of teaching skating in Decathlon. And DS Roller Sports Academy, because at the time, at the time I used to use the name Darling Sam. Like, even if you watch Ricardo Lino's video, let me just open it in the back so I can show you guys. It says Darling Sam, and at the time that was like a super huge name for me. So I was using it, and like it was what everybody came to know me by. All the kids I used to teach were calling me Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam. So DS Roller Sports Academy at the time was Darling Sam Roller Sports Academy. But then also my full name is Anyataku Samuel Dela. So I still have a Dela and a Samuel in my name. So like coming back in later years, I think after 2022, I changed all my social media names. I changed it to SkateSam Ghana. And then if anyone asked what DS meant, I just told them it was Dela Samuel. But initially that wasn't it. But then Dela Samuel is also my name. So if you come on the photos on this page and you go on albums, you can actually keep track of the skating events. So this is the first skating event I did in Ghana. This was 2019 with canopies, registration, MC. This woman at the time was my manager. She was like helping me, trying to get sponsorship, just teaching me how to go about sports because she used to be a professional football player at the time. Back in the day, I mean, in her prime, because in this picture, she was like 36 or something. Yeah. And then she was helping me out all the years I was at Decathlon. She was like really teaching me a lot of stuff. So she helped with this event. And also Nick, my friend Nick from Australia, also helped so much with this event. Nick gave me at the time, like I said, 75 Australian dollars. And it was quite a lot. So I rented canopies. I didn't pay for the sound system because one guy I skated for in the event I went in the western part of the country, which was it was called Skate Fest. One guy I skated for at Skate Fest gave me the sound system. And then, like I explained the other day, all the sponsors you see in this event, let's just go through the photos. All the sponsors you see in this event. Why is this not opening up? Sorry, my network is quite terrible at the moment. And so, I mean, you can see the photos from the back still. And this was like, I think 25 skaters total of an event. Really small event, but then it was like really good. It was a huge thing because that was my first event. Let me just keep the events going, so like all the events are on the same page so I can just finish and go back to Instagram. And then so 2019 I did that event in Accra. 2020 also I did it not in Accra, in the eastern region of Ghana. Also it was like, so we moved from like having like 25 skaters at an event to having like 35 skaters at this other event. And if you look at the photos from the first event, it was taken on phone. Also on this second one, also like this is the second edition of our annual freestyle skate event. And it was strictly freestyle skating, which was slalom skating and jumps. And this year, actually, they did a little bit of a race because I needed more categories in there. And this event was done on a basketball court. So if you can see like the long angle, you can see this is a small basketball court. This is the whole event. So the canopies were on like this other side and then this side of the basketball court. Let me just turn the camera. So if you see this one, This is the other angle. So it was just 2 canopies at this event, the sound system, 2 canopies. All with like just one vision. The goal was to like show skating to as many people as possible. And this was the second edition of the event. Also, like a lot of people came out. I don't know if there is a picture of like where the big crowd was there, because like the whole square of the whole square of the basketball court was like filled. And in that event, I was actually teaching skateboarding. This guy Philip, would come to Philip later. Philip is no longer. I mean, Philip passed in 2023, and rest in peace. Philip plays a very significant role in my whole skating journey. And so Philip was a skateboarder, really not like a super good skateboarder, but he was that guy that was quiet, but like very, very quiet, but his actions were very loud in the skateboarding community. And so Philip was there. He also came all the way with me to help me teach skateboarding, in addition to my friend that is a barber, because back in the day I used to be a barber. I had a barbering shop before. And then so this was the event in 2020. You can see Skate of the Nation 2020. That is if you go on Facebook in DS Relax Sports Academy, if you go on this page on Facebook. And then in 2021, I did another event. So 19, 20, 2021. In 2021, as at this time, I started photography, because in the first 2 events, I didn't have any photographer. And so we did a lot of fun pictures. But in 2021, I started learning photography, and I borrowed a camera to do the event. And this event in 2021, we had a very big support with this event. As in, it was at the time I was working with Ricardo Lino. Not I was, I mean, I still am, but not like before, because Lino doesn't have his wheel at the shop anymore. So Lino sent a couple of T-shirts and skate hooks to give out, and then also Flop Supplies Australia, which was hooked up by my friend Nick, who lives in Australia, Melbourne, Australia. Nick also hooked it up. We got like a bunch of T-shirts also, and some skating wheels. And then this was the first event where I was the photographer. If you see this red skate here, if you watch that video where I was opening the box Lino sent me, you would see these skates also in there. And then the same strategy with the events, like we had medals, we had stickers on the medals, the event logos. I did the photography, lots of people came out. And this event was not done in Accra, this was done in Techiman. And that I would also come to that when I go on my Instagram, though it was a skate trip and then a couple of Facebook and Instagram messages that led me to go into this area, like almost getting to the furthest northern part of the country. 8 hours journey on the bus to get there, and I went alone just to go see a small skating community there. And I just liked what the guys were doing. And this is Abraham. Abraham actually runs the skating community. Here his face is, he's turned to the side so you can see his face. But I will do when I find a picture where he's in there, I'll show you guys. So did this event in 2021. I actually shot this on a DSLR camera because I was learning photography. This is Abraham here. He's wearing the 125s because I took the frames out and I gave him. And this guy also, a very key figure back in the day in the skating scene at that time in that part of the country. But now he's not really active. Abraham's still very active. I'll show you his current skating community he has now. And so we did this event, and if I don't know if you can see from this event, but like these pictures were not edited because at the time I didn't know editing. I just knew how to take the pictures. So when we leave this in 2021, we go to 2022. And in the event in 2022, what's significant about it is you can see, like, if I zoom into this picture, like, even though the photography is not that great, but these pictures were edited. Like you can see, like the photos are a little bit saturated. I like my pictures like that. So you can see like they are edited, and then you can see the event logos on here. So from 2022, I started putting the logos on there. And this is the event that Jan helped me crowdfund at the time. I was almost not doing the events because, like I said, in the throughout 2021 and then 2022, I was like really sponsored and trying to like really hit on the skating thing, being a sponsored skater, being on the team with micro skates, getting lots of skates, doing lots of content and stuff. So like in 2022, I had lost like focus from planning the event. And then I had a few people asking, are you not going to do an event this year? So before I realized, like, it was already late. If you look at the event pictures, these pictures were uploaded in January, and I did this event in, I think, November or December. I can see when I go on the Instagram page, because in Instagram I usually post like in real time, but on Facebook I had to edit all the pictures before I post. So these were posted in January 2023, but the event was the event was, I think, November 2022, and Jan helped me raise $500. Also, this is Abraham in the previous video, so he also traveled. This also is not in Accra. This is in Kumasi, and Kumasi is like 6 hours away on the bus. Abraham lives 8 hours away, so Abraham came down to Kumasi to come to this event. I mean, he's been on all my events since. Like, really great guy. Also, this guy from Kumasi, Osinki, he lives. His name is actually like his name is, I think, Steven. Yeah, his name is also Steven. Is it Steven? Yeah, his name is Steven, but then he's not popularly known as Steven. So this is all the guys from AJ, guy I used to skate with, no longer living in Accra because he also moved from Accra. And then you can see, like, it was a super big skate event. Also, we did this event on the street. This is Justice Entry, also one guy now leading a very strong team also in Kumasi. And then we did this event. This event was crowdfunded. And then what happened after this event was in 2023 also, skating was quite tough, because in 2023, I think, coming to the end of 2022 was when Lino skate shop closed. Not his skate shop, Wheel Added skate shop. Yeah, that closed, and then I wasn't really hearing anything from the Lino. So skating was like super tough for me, because like all the previous 2 years when I was really going on strong, it was sort of like dependent on Lino and what he was doing with his team and all of that, because like he was really a big support to me. So that was super, super encouraging from my side, because like from where I come from, just hold on, let me check my messages. Yeah. So it was really encouraging for me. And then when that stopped happening, like, things became very slow, because like I said, I had lost focus, and so I had to crowdfund the event in 2022. And also, like, I had people living like very. I'm looking on this side because my other screen is here, and I'm trying to navigate everything from here. So this story is very important. If you look on this page, if you come back, you can see I did the event 19, 20, we did 21, we did 22, but we didn't do 23, because in 2023 also, like I said, skating was really tough. It wasn't like so fun anymore, even though like I was posting clips and stuff, like it wasn't really fun anymore. And then 2023 also, I wanted to crowdfund the event again, because we had already like crowdfunded it in 2022, so I knew it was possible to do. But in 2023, I'm going to show you guys something. If I had lost it, I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. It would be quite hard to find. But then somebody left a comment. Somebody left a comment under the video that I did with under the live stream I did with Jan. And I'm coming. I want to really get that so you guys can see. So let me stop sharing this screen, and the other screen I'm on, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I think this is the second. Yeah. So if you go on Jan Welch's channel, if you come on the live bit, I actually have a live stream I did with him. I mean, it didn't blow up because, of course, like, I'm not so big in the skating community. So, I mean, so if you watch all of his live streams, like, 1 point something K, all above 1K views, mine has 288 views. And in this live stream, I'm just going to pause the stream and then go down to the comments and try to show you guys something. So this is Landa always watches my channel. I'm sure he's one of the guys. And this is Daniel from Nigeria. And I think Jan also deleted a few of the comments, but there were a few other comments on this live stream. If not this one, there is another one also. That one was a very short video where he he basically was talking about my event and trying to help me raise money. Right. So this video here, I'm also going to just, you can watch the video. It's on his channel. What is Skate of the Nation, rollerblading in Africa? You can just check. So in this video, Richard Johnson like commented, he says he's sending skates over. I mean, not to like slam or anything, but I tried to reach out to him. I know he's a very busy person, and like that communication wasn't really there. He wasn't having any time. So I just stopped following. And then here, Brandon also like reposted this video. He said something about it, which helped raise the money. And if you see this video, this is from 2 years ago. So, which is now like, this is very early 2025. So 2 years ago still makes it like 2022, basically. So we did that video, and somebody left a comment. Somebody left a comment. There was a very strange comment, which I think Jan has also deleted. The comment went something along the lines of, why am I scamming people and then taking money and not doing anything? And so, like, it was one comment, and I hadn't seen it until later, like in February, because one of my friends saw it and took a screenshot and sent it to me. And so at the time I did a live stream video again. I was like, because at the time in 2022, like I was a sponsored skater. I mean, I still am to some extent, which I will explain later. But as at 2022, like I was getting skates. Like personally, I wasn't lacking any skates. I wasn't lacking any supplies or anything. And then this event was like strictly a community thing. So for me to do all of these things for people, because all the skates and everything we got at the time, we really gave them out, because I had my own skates. Like I was getting skates from Micro, I was getting wheels from Lino, like I had everything. So for me to do this like for the community, and somebody leave a comment under a video, which that cast from the video went into an event, and I didn't even get like any extra from it, because like usually on the events we pay for everything. Like I was super broken. So like in 2023 I didn't do the events, like basically didn't do the events, because if I crowdfunded again, then there would possibly be a lot of those comments coming up. So I didn't crowdfund. If you look on this page, I'm coming here. Let me just try get another page up, which is on Instagram. That is the page I used to. Let me stop sharing this one and then go on this page. So in 2022, this is what happened to the event. If you look on this page, the same page like the one on Facebook, but this is the Instagram version. And I don't really post a lot on here, because this is for like my skate lessons and also events, but like more towards skate lessons. So if you look here, this is in 2023. This is November 2023. I didn't do the event, and then I just put out a notice like, we are gathered to announce all these, like just something nice and professional. But then this is basically like a lie, because I mean, I didn't want to crowdfund the event again for people to say like, yo, this guy is taking money and just like he's like using the skate community to make money or something. So I just didn't do the event. But then, like I said, we did a podcast already with Jan, and then like that was already out. Let me not share one and go back to sharing Jan's on, so you guys can see from there. uh 24 minutes already. I mean, I'll be done with the events pretty soon, because that is 2023, and then we get to 2024. So let me just share this screen here. What is Skate of the Nation? Yeah. If you come back to Jan's channel, where if you go on the live, this podcast, which I did, is there. You can watch it when you have the time. It's a whole 2 hours. We have a super long conversation, a whole 2 hours video. And this is already out there, in addition to the short one we used to crowdfund, right? So in 2023, didn't do any events. I mean, I did put it out, didn't do any events. And then in 2024, I got a message on Instagram. Is it like an email or something? Someone messaged me from the US and they said they are a roller skater and they want to come to Ghana and they are looking for a place to skate. Basically, that's how all of that started. And so at the time, in the end of 2023, I wasn't in Ghana, I was in Cape Town, which I would also get to in a later part of the video when I go through my Instagram. I stop sharing so my face is bigger. So I in the end of 2023 in December, I got a message, and then so when I came back from Cape Town, I met this person, and yeah, we had a conversation, and then she told me like she's also been looking to do some charity stuff because she roller skates, and so she was looking to come to Africa to do some charity stuff. And when she Googled something, not I don't know what exactly because she couldn't remember either, but when she did that, that video that video Yan did of raising the funds for my event in 2022 came up, and it's a really short video. So she watched it, and then she had seen like, okay, this is somebody that's already like basically charity work because the event is paid for, everything is paid for. And so she came down, and because she roller skates, like she has connections with the roller skating, a couple roller skating companies. And so in my event in 2024, imagine an inline skating event or a rollerblading event fully sponsored by roller skaters. Like that was one thing. Like, so the event was fully sponsored, and also they brought down 30 pairs of skates, like 30 pairs of brand new roller skates for me to give out to the kids. And let me just share that video with you so you can see like the event in 2023. A bunch of kids. This is like 30 kids. So this was the event in 2024, Skate of the Nation Kids Edition, because this person said she wanted to do like kids, and also I'd never done like a kids only event before, even though I always had kids at the event previously. We did a kids only event in the middle of the year in 2024. And also the same thing, I tried to like raise money to do this event. So we are trying to raise 300 USD because at the time the currency was like 1:12 or 1:15 or something. So based on my calculations, we did this. And we even raised more than that. And this is how many kids we had at that event. If you look at this video here, which was funded by roller skaters. So you can see here how many kids are in that video. Like just watch. Just kids. And we're talking under 15 years, like only kids. And this event was done. I mean, you know this place if you follow my stuff, we already skate there. And this event was done. And then in December also, we did another one in December. So we had 2 events in 1 year, which is last year. But then the official pictures from the December one is not out yet, but this is just a few pictures. So you can see also kids. The turnout wasn't as big as compared to the first one. I think we had like just around 100 kids. As you can see, like there's lots of empty chairs in the back. Hold on here. I mean, just give me a minute. I'm just texting my girl. Okay. So yeah, this event, there wasn't as many kids because it's December. Lots of the kids will travel for holidays and stuff like that. And also I had just come back from Cape Town, so I didn't have enough time to like prepare and plan the event, but then the event was really good. So yeah, that was on that 2024 event. So I've been doing this event now for how many years? 19, 20, 21, 22, skip 23. So this was 5 years. This is 5 years I've been doing this event. Am I looking to do an event this year? Possibly. Like I'm looking at doing an event, but then it's not going to be. I really want to like go back to my original format where it's just me and the community, because like the events every year is becoming bigger than me, and that's a good thing. But then also, like, if it gets bigger every year, you have to do extra. And also, like, we all know this is not, I'm not making any money from doing this. So I don't want it to get to a position where it dies down. I mean, everything has a beginning and an end, but I want to keep this going. So I want to take the event back to its original format, where it's just me and like 30 skaters that have like people that need help, people that are just having fun doing this thing, and me just like going there and doing an event and like throwing more light on that community, and then like being able to get skates and then giving them and just supporting them and just seeing kids happy and kids skating, as compared to where the event is going, where it's becoming like super big and it's becoming like a corporate thing. And now I would have to do with a lot of documentations, try to get first aid, because it's a bunch of kids coming in all the time. And and also like this, I've gone through the registration process, but it didn't come out yet, because I'm still confused as to whether this should be an NGO or this should be a profit thing, because I'm teaching skating and making money from teaching skating, which is outside of the events, which is more like a charity NGO bit. And this is 30 minutes already into the live stream. So I mean, the Instagram bit will just grow through it fast, and then just highlight like key moments and stuff. So like key moments like sponsorships, travels, and all of those. So I really want the event to go back to its original format. But this, I really want to like make sure I have something to give at this event. So if we would crowdfund it, then we'll crowdfund to buy like maybe 10 or 15 pairs of used skates, so that when I go to wherever I'm ready to do the events, I can do the event and then leave those skates there for kids to have. And yeah, like that's basically the goal. Make sure people are skating and make sure like the kids are staying out of trouble, because skating has kept me out of a lot of trouble. So yeah, so that's the goal with the skating events this year. Let me just go back to my personal Instagram, and then let me share that screen, and then we take it from there. So when you go through the video, so when Lino sent me the skates, I got the skates in addition to a GoPro camera. So if you go on my videos, you can see I had like some super nice, clean videos, because at the time I was filming with a GoPro. So still with micro at the points, I was just getting started. I only had the red pair of skates. And then this was in 2021. So like I said, at the end of 2020, I got a call from Lino. And like I said, my goal with skating was just like, to travel around the world, to skate, meet new people, and see how big the skating community really is all over the world. And then in 2021, I was invited. Yeah, in the end of 2021, I was invited to come to the Christian Skaters Africa. And like I explained in the other video, Christian Skaters Africa is basic, like as the name says, we are Christians and we are skaters. And basically what we do is we do like basically evangelism through skating, but then it's not like strictly evangelism. It's more of like community projects and like bringing skating to less privileged people, or to communities where kids have nothing to do. So kids have something to do, and they don't end up doing like drugs, or they don't end up doing like things they are not supposed to be doing, basically. So I was invited to come, and usually what they do as an organization, which I'm now a part of, but I'll get to that. But what they do is basically they pick like people that are kind of like sponsorship. The companies already pick the skaters that are already marketing and branding themselves well, and are already like putting content out there. So it's easier for the skaters to do. It's not like we pick you and we teach you. Like you're already on the right path. Let's just guide you a little bit, which I feel like is the same thing that happened to me. So I got to go in 2021 for the first time. I went to Cape Town, and the first skate park we went to in Cape Town, Lino happened to be there at the time. So I met Lino for the first time in Cape Town. And it was a very short meeting, because when I was going in the park, he was coming out. So we met in the middle of the, how is it called? Like the skate park has a small area before you get to the skating place. So right through the main entrance, through that small area, which is like maybe 3 meters, I met Lino. He was coming out, I was going in. So we just like, I was super excited. We had took a selfie because he was busy, he had to leave. And then he left. And this is the skate park. It's called the Shred in Cape Town. And like I met Lino, first session at the Shred, really amazing first experience. This is also Philip. And Philip introduced me to Christian skaters. I met Lino there also. And so I just stayed like a week in Cape Town, went to see the shop for the first time. That's myself there, that's Lino, and that's the wife. And then this is Philip, and then this is AJ. AJ is a skateboarder from Ghana as well. And then this is Jesse, one guy from Angola. And then this is Paulo, one rollerblader from Angola. Really, really good rollerblader. He doesn't put much content out, but like we talk of people that are really like aggressive skating in Africa. Paulo is one of those people, like top 10 in Africa. Paulo would definitely be in like the top 5 because this guy is killing it. Yeah, so 2021 got to go to Cape Town, went to Cape Town, came back, was still sponsored. Like, and then in the second year, like 2021, 2022, I kept getting just a bunch of skates from the brand. This is another one also. Micro sent me. This came from Micro. Also, like I said, Lino used to work there. Lino hooked me up. So putting more content out, like just this video, I just filmed like us skating on the street. This is one of the events I went to in Kumasi, World on Wheels. Just filmed like a bunch of us skating on the streets, and it did like 50K views at the time. And so coming up, this was at the end of, on Instagram, the dates don't show, but somewhere along the line I sent a message to, I was still with Microskate, sent a message to Rockin Frames. And then I went like, yo, like the frames are cool. I would like to try them because I've never tried anything like that. And then I got this frame. So like big shout out to Rockin Frames. Like I actually sent a message to quite a number of brands, like different frame brands, because at the time my Instagram was blowing up, and my understanding of this whole sponsorship thing was like the companies will send you stuff like if you had a big Instagram account and you were getting views and you were doing cool stuff. So I messaged a bunch of people. They all never sent me anything. And then a lot of them just said to me like, hey, we would really like to support you, but like we are not really getting any market in your region, which, I mean, I live in West Africa. We are not really getting any market in your region, so it's hard to support you. But then this guy from Rockin Frames, like really cool, very responsive. Even some of the other brands that got back to me, like they got back to me very late, and I had to like message them a bunch, like multiple times. Yo, what's happened here? My something went up. I had to message them like multiple times before I got any feedback. But this guy messaged me back like almost instantly. And I got the frames. I've been skating them ever since. Sends me the frames. I mean, gave him some feedback, did a bunch of videos still. And then I this is also the end of, this is 2023 now. I got to go to Cape Town again. And then like in 2022, I was supposed to go to Cape Town. This guy here, this guy Aderito, also another guy from Angola. So I met Aderito also on Instagram in 2022. And then that thing where you meet people on the internet and you be like, yo, bro, like one time we're gonna skate together, like one day we're gonna skate together. And like even though you guys, there is no way, like there is no way possible, like you guys are going to skate together. But then like you just keep saying it. And then so in 2022 also I was supposed to go to Cape Town, but then I couldn't go because the visa application closed. And then so like I invited Aderito to come to the Christian Skaters gathering, of which he went in 2022, but then I wasn't there. And then I went later in 2023. So this is 2023 when by the time I went back to Cape Town, we did like a bunch of skating videos together. Like me and him skated every day, everywhere. And this is one of those videos because like he lives there, so he was showing me around. Like really cool guy, really awesome skater. And we basically like live like brothers, like since the first time we met up until now, we're still like that. And by the time I went to Cape Town, he was sponsored, or like, yeah, he was sponsored by Slates, which is like the detachable roller skates. And then I tried it while I was there and I really liked it. So we did a bunch of videos like this video, these are his. And then when I came back from Cape Town, I sent a message to the company, to Slates, and then Slates sent me a pair. This is the city ball. I fell down. I had a very big slam in the ball. I thought I was broken. Yeah, so talking about this, so we came back, sent a message to the brand, and like, I tried it, it was good. And at the time I was in Cape Town, so I got a pair. And that's how come I also got involved in that roller skating thing. And I was skating it a lot and I was enjoying it. But then what happened recently is the skates got broken. So when I came home, they sent me the skates. This is now January 2024. So it was at the end of 2023. I tried them in Cape Town, and when I came home, January 2024, I got them because they sent them to me. So that's how come I also was involved in the roller skating thing. I mean, I liked it. It's actually really good and really convenient. Went back to Cape Town, kept traveling, like just a bunch of videos, just a lot, because almost, yeah, 45 minutes into the stream already. And then, like I said, the roller skate guys that sponsored my event, they sent me also like a pair of roller skates, which are these. And I actually enjoy skating the roller skates as well. Afrakuma, I love the videos. Greetings from London. Yo, man. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Also there is two comments here. Eagle Slalom. This Eagle Slalom, I know this guy from Kumasi, Ghana. Afrakuma, I love your videos. Greetings from London. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Now I know I got people watching from London. Peace out. Yeah, so I enjoyed this roller skates a lot. It's just like I learned skating on inline, so I skate them more. But then the roller skates are also very fun. But then also like the thing I do with my Instagram is like I said, you know, learning to be sponsored, learning to actually like make a career from skating. I just learned, mixing the content up doesn't help because like when I started posting my roller skating, I noticed they were not getting good views, and my views generally on my Instagram was dropping down. So I was skating a lot of roller skating. I even skateboard and I longboard, like you can see in this video. I longboard, but I never really posted it because, like, anytime I posted it, it wouldn't get as much attention, and it was hurting my whole Instagram. That was like me chasing the views and the followers and everything. But like currently, I'm not so bothered about like posting longboarding and roller skates and stuff. I just post whatever I skate because I feel like now I have a better understanding of how the industry works, and so I'm not so concerned what I post as long as like it's good content and I feel like it should be out. I just post it. So fast forward, this is the event I showed you guys from my other from my page I use, and then yeah, fast forward up, like still sponsored by Micro, getting the skates. That's why this time I wasn't really getting any skates. I think the next one people would want to know about is the Echo skate. That's like if people are just a bunch of videos traveling different parts of Ghana. And yeah, also we got this guy a new pair of skates. Also a different story. It's somewhere on my YouTube channel. You guys can watch that. And then these t-shirts, which I'm also wearing now, I make these t-shirts myself. So I think it's really a lot to talk about, which I can do in 2 hours. But then this is just like me trying to let you guys know how far, and it hasn't been an easy road. Even it doesn't sound like there is any obstacles in the way from the stories I've told. But like there's really been those times where I've had sleepless nights, or where like I'm asleep and I just like wake up like I've had a nightmare, and I wake up and I go like, is this skating thing really going to work? And like currently I'm not so much on that because like a couple years ago I was doing nothing else other than just skating. And so it was like super desperate times because I had to like a lot of back and forth. But now like I do a bunch of stuff. I do photography, videography. I mean, I'm a tour guide. I take people on trips and stuff like, and my main job is in social media also, which I learned from skating. So like I manage social media for companies as well. So if you watch this live stream, this is just trying to sell my services now. If you watch this live stream and you're like starting a company, or like you run a brand, or you own like just any business, and then you want someone to like give you a strong social media presence, I do all of that. Not just for Ghanaian companies alone. I currently like do for this company also in the UK. Let me just let me just show you guys that really quick. It's called Play Lounge. So Play Lounge is basically, it's a website. It's a guide where we show people where to go. So it's Play Lounge. It simply says discover the best lounge bars in London. So if you're in London, you can just go on Play Lounge, and it's a bunch of lounge bars, rooftops, whatever listed in categories. You can check on the website. And oh, I'm not actually sharing that. Hold on, let me just share that so you guys can see. Let me get the business going. Yeah, like these people, I started with them. I made all of this content. I make all of this content. So I mean, all I need to know is your business information and what your business is about, and I would come up with the whole social media strategy, whatever for you. Let me just sharing that and then go back to my Instagram. Yeah, so that's on the business side of things. If you are interested, you can just hit me up. So yeah, I was saying like from the stories I've told, it doesn't sound like there is any hurdles or setbacks in the way, but there's like really been a lot of setbacks and stuff, and I've just been like pushing through up until where I am now. And currently, like I'm in a better place mentally as far as skating is concerned, because it's not like now I'm not like solely dependent on it, because like I have a job I do and I have an income, and so I'm not like really hustling. And so like I'm skating and it's really fun for me now as compared to like 2023, where I was at the peak of getting frustrated because as at the time I wasn't really doing anything. I was still learning photography and all this stuff, but then it was really nothing going on. But now like skating is super fun now, because like I really go to skate free-mindedly, and just sharing my story, to encourage someone out there, because like I'm skating on the part of the world where skating is not really a thing. But then like through skating, I've had the opportunities to travel. Like I've been to more places. If I wasn't skating, I wouldn't have, like I'll probably not be anywhere. Who knows what my life would have been like. But I'm really like grateful I decided to skate, and like I strongly believe like this is what I'm supposed to do, because I feel more fulfilled like skating and helping people. Like I feel more fulfilled doing stuff like that other than doing anything else. So skating is big, and like it's really a big part of my life. Like even if I don't have anything in order, like I have my skate stuff in order. So yeah, it's a bunch of stories. I can't really like finish the whole thing, but like I said, skating, had the opportunity to go all around the world. Like I'm just trying to say, like if there is something on your mind, like if you have a vision and you believe like it's going to work, you should really like just go for it, because like it's really going to work. I mean, it would be long, it will take some time, it will take you some sleepless nights, but then like if you are really like bent on making it work, like you really would make it work. Because I really wasn't seeing anything from doing skating up until after like 6 7 years of doing it, that things started really to like come together. So I mean, if you want to be in my place and you're just starting out, just know like it's taking me like 7 years, like 6 to 7 years to actually like have a plan. And as far as like skating wise, I really don't have a plan. Like the goal is to just skate around, travel around the world, see more places, like help more people get into skating and stuff like that. But like also I've been able to like build a small skating school and a brand for myself where like it's niche, but then now it's really coming up because there's all kinds of skate rinks and stuff coming around the country generally. And yeah, so like if there's really something on your mind that like if you have a vision and you think it's gonna work, I think like you should pursue it because it's really gonna work. I'll call you in a few minutes. Yeah. So I mean just text it again, my God. So yeah, I would like to end this one here again. Like this is way longer than the other one, basically, but like you guys get the message I'm trying to put out there. And also I just wanted to say like a very big thank you to all my Patreons and those guys that have been supporting my channel and following my journey all the way through. Like I'm super, super grateful. Like doing YouTube is actually very hard, especially with the kind of content I make because like almost nobody watches skating content in like where I come from. Like in Ghana, like I barely get any views. But I always have like between 50 and 100 views. And it's all people from like the US, Europe, Brazil sometimes, like all over the world. Like I'm super, super grateful, and it keeps me really motivated because I know like there's people watching. And like I watched Ricardo Lino and I watched Nick Lomax, like, and I mirrored their steps to get where I'm at now. Like it's the same way. I know if there's people watching my steps, like they can actually mirror it and it can improve their lives and it can like move them from one point to the other. And it keeps me like super, super motivated to do the stuff I do. So yeah, thanks you guys so much for your support. I make t-shirts, so you can go on the link. I'll put the link in the description. You can get like a t-shirt. You can also support me on Patreon. Like just watching the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos is also like super, super helpful for the channel. Also, like just good news. I hit the first 4,000 watch hours. So this year I'm on like road to monetization. So it's going to be like a lot of content coming. So on Friday I'll do another live stream on Friday. So like rest assured on Friday another live stream coming out. I don't know what the plan is by when we'll get to Friday. I would have a plan, and then yeah, we'll see what's going on there. We love you over here in the UK. I'm a roller skater, but I still enjoy your content and live scenes from home. I will grab some bench. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think you've been on the live stream longer than anyone else. Afrakuma, Afrakuma. Really nice name. So my local name is Dela. I'm an area. I'm from the Volta region. My family's from the Volta region, but I was born here. So if you have any custom designs you want to make also, just let me know. You can send me a DM on Instagram. I would make them for you. And then like if any of your friends have any custom designs they want to make too, I have like, a good enough graphic designing skills to do something for you. So just let me know. I will make them. Prices wouldn't be wouldn't be crazy, just like the same price as whatever I have on there. And it goes a long way to support me. I do have a Patreon as well. Goes for as little as $3 a month, and I have like 5 Patreons, and I'm super grateful. You guys, really get me places because, like, that translates to a lot here where I come from. So, I mean, it helps me go around, do a bunch of skating trips, like visit new scenes and stuff like that. So, like, super grateful. Every bit helps. It's almost 12 p.m. midnight. From the UK, I think you're also on the same time. So thanks so much for staying up with me. I'm really grateful for that. And like, so for that design I'm gonna make for you, like if you have a design I'm gonna make for you, I'm gonna do it for you for free. Like whatever price the t-shirt is selling at, like, just whatever, I'll make that for you, as a thank you for staying up with me like this late to stay on the live stream. Whoever the second person is, also big ups. Thanks so much. I see you guys again on Friday. I don't know what the plan is, but I would put it on my community tab. So if you check on my community tab, you can see that. Thank you so much, wherever you are in the world. Have a great day. Have a great night. And keep skating. Much love. I see you guys soon. Bye.